Okay, Art Room here with Narong to talk about his work that is currently in the online exhibition, Interchanging Lines, Constructing Home. What can you tell us about your work, Narong?
Well, thank you so much, Shellye and Art Room, for having me in this exhibit. I have 3 pieces in Art Room. They're acrylic pieces on paper and canvas. My pieces are inspired by my identity and what what's me going through as a sexual abuse survivor, warrior, whatever you want to call it.
Warrior.
So I have 3 pieces here called The Bond, Drinking from the River, and Shark Swim. So both of my pieces are definitely inspired a lot by nature. So when I was going through the trauma of being abused, that's when I was like really young. So when I was silent for like 14 years. So when I was still silent, my dad would take me a lot to these natural environments. So my parents really love ecotourism. So I really somehow being on vacation was kind of like an escape for me and seeing how beautiful nature really is. And so one of my series is called On Vacation, and that has Drinking from the River and Shark Swim that's in the show. So a lot of these pieces is kind of environmental, but they're kind of environmental, but based on the physical environment, not so much in my mind. Drinking from the River is kind of have this figure, kind of just licking from the stream of water, but not so much of a physical water, but more like things that from memory. So it's just so a lot of pieces does have a little like slightly erotic like bend to it. Shark Swim, you have this figure kind of ejaculating in this ocean, but they're just so into whatever you're doing at the moment, and they just forgot about the imminent danger with the shark swimming in the background. So really, from this series, like On Vacations, they're really about living in the moment and not focusing much about the imminent danger and perils that are kind of suing in the background. So the other series is called Wet Dreams. It talks more about my anxiety with sex, and this piece called The Bond is kind of see these 2 kind of fetus embryonic looking figures. They're nourishing each other, but in a way they're also like killing each other off. So I'm thinking a lot about how trauma is like very cyclical, like things that happen to your past, like how somehow they reemerge to something in a different form, something different. So this thing you can see this almost like stream of water just circling these 2 figures. And the way I usually paint my paintings is very intuitive, so I don't really have like a premeditated plan when approaching my pieces. So I really enjoy this being in the moment and see whatever images come out as I put all the paint and spray paint on the canvases and the paper. And if you're interested in seeing the works, then go ahead and go check out Art Room. And thank you so much for joining me today, and greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Narong. Yep, you can see more of his work and about him at artroomfw.org.